What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Rob, and sitting to the right of me is
Chris Derard. What's up, y'all?
We just keep on arguing right now. We can't wrap it up. We cannot wrap it up, guys. Now Chris has been talking about Zoro even surpassing Luffy. I don't even know. Just stick around. All right, Chris, talk your foolishness. You said something about Zoro being above Luffy.
All right, let me set this clear.
Okay,
right?
Let's do this.
I want to make this very, very, very clear before people start jumping
Right.
jumping everywhere. All right.
Right.
So my point is that right now, I am not fully convinced that Luffy is stronger or all that stronger than Zoro is at this present moment. I'm not fully convinced. That's my point right there.
You're not fully convinced.
I'm not fully convinced.
Bounceman, you're not convinced. Tankman, that took down Cracker. First off, Bounceman took down Doflamingo. Tankman took down Cracker. You're not convinced.
Listen, Bounceman.
Snake Man took down Katakuri. You're not convinced.
Bounceman.
Let's keep on going. First of all, Luffy has the ability to literally see into the future with his observation haki, but you're still not convinced.
Listen.
Luffy's armament haki far surpasses Zoro, but you're still not convinced. Chris, what show have you been watching? Because clearly we're watching two different shows right now. I don't know what you think Zoro is going to do in Wano that puts him over Luffy, but as of right now, Luffy has been training with Rayleigh. I know you mentioned that Zoro has been training with Mihawk, right? Mm-hmm. Which is cool. He bowed down to Mihawk. He licked the floor. He did all that stuff. That was cool. That was whatever. But right now, let's just get into it. Okay. Let's just get right into it.
Oh, wow.
Luffy has been training with Rayleigh, who is literally titled as the Dark King. Do you guys know why? Oh, yeah. Maybe it's just because he's the right-hand man of Gold D. Roger, the Pirate King, who literally made the series what it is. What?
Wait.
He has the best hockey training ever.
Okay, so how long was he with Rayleigh?
He was with Rayleigh for what was it, maybe 6 months?
6 months, right?
Right.
How long was Zoro with Mihawk?
What does that mean?
No, I'm just saying.
What does that mean? So what we're saying,
he had more time with Mihawk.
Hold on. Before you continue, Luffy has been titled the 5th Emperor in the newspaper.
Yes, he has.
Because of his training that he's done with Rayleigh in 6 months. Mm-hmm. Okay?
So
what happens? Hold on. What happened in Dressrosa? Zoro fought Fujitora. Oh, wait, sorry. He didn't fight Fujitora. Fujitora destroyed Zoro and put him in a hole in the ground, right?
And he got out of it.
But when Luffy got into a fight with Fujitora, he was telling Fujitora where he was going to hit him because he felt bad that Fujitora was blind.
Okay, so concern for a blind man.
Oh my... Chris.
Just because he doesn't know Fujitora's power?
But no, Chris. What I'm trying to tell you is that there's levels to this.
Come on.
What I'm trying to tell you is that there are levels to this. Luffy is on another level than Zoro, and I'm not trying to say that Zoro is weak. I think Zoro is powerful. But we even both agreed in a previous segment that Zoro is not even the top 5 swordsman in One Piece right now. So what are we talking about here? What are we discussing?
Hold on.
What do you think Zoro is going to do in Wano that throws him way over Luffy's power level?
If in Wano, right? Because we just saw Luffy take care of Katakuri, right?
Right.
And that was who's number 2?
That was Big Mom's.
Big Mom's number 2, right?
Right.
Where are they going now?
They're going to Wano.
They're going to Wano.
Right.
So if Zoro goes and handles Kaido's number 2, right? We just talked before that it's not equal, right? We just talked before. Big Mom's her 3 is not equal to Kaido's 3, right? We just said that before. So if Zoro goes into Wano, because he's been prepping, he was fooling around with Doflamingo's
Pika?
He was fooling around with him. All right.
Yeah, but he wasn't fooling around with Fujitora.
He wasn't breaking.
He was fooling around with Fujitora.
Okay. Who?
Zoro.
No, he wasn't fooling around with Fujitora. But was he serious? No, he wasn't.
But even if he was serious, is Zoro taking down Fujitora?
Can he take down Fujitora?
Yes.
I believe he could. I don't know why you laugh.
After what you just saw, Zoro could take down Fujitora.
Was Zoro going in? No, he was not.
He couldn't go in.
What do you mean he couldn't go in?
That's why. What do you mean? What are you talking? Bro, you literally see Fujitora literally use his gravity devil fruit and literally push Zoro into the ground. Right?
And
this
Zoro
is something that
he said.
This is something that he hasn't been able to.
See, that's what you're forgetting. He literally set an attack back from that low, being pressured into the ground from gravity.
So what do you call Luffy's fight with Fujitora then?
His fight with Fujitora?
Yes.
What, more than Zoro's?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
A lot? A lot more.
Yeah, it was significantly more.
Okay.
But Zoro wasn't going in. At that moment, let's be fair. At that moment, it wasn't a fight. Let's be very fair at that moment. It wasn't a 1v1 versus Fujitora and Zoro at that moment. Doflamingo was there. Law was there. Let's be very clear, okay?
Luffy had to fight Fujitora after who, Chris?
After Doflamingo.
So how are you going to sit here and make excuses for Zoro when Luffy had to actually fight Doflamingo before he even fought Fujitora? Who did Zoro fight before Fujitora? What was Zoro? Zoro was in full strength. What does Zoro have to worry about?
Listen.
He clearly was not built to handle the job.
Where are we in the story right now?
We're preparing for Wano in the anime.
Preparing for Wano
in the anime.
Okay.
Yes.
Every One Piece fan knows that Wano was set up for Zoro. Okay? We all know this. Luffy was just tiptoeing around Big Mom. Okay? Tiptoeing with everybody. Zoro was not there.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
If Zoro was there, it would have been a different expedition. It would have been a different adventure if Zoro was there. Okay? Now, in Wano, I wholeheartedly believe that whatever Zoro is holding back, because I do think that Zoro is holding back, and I know a lot of people agree with me.
I agree with that.
Okay?
I agree that he was holding back to an extent. To an extent. When I see him fighting against Fujitora, I don't think that Zoro was just... I don't think at that moment in time, Zoro was going all out. I'm not going to say that, but what I will say is that he
still had on his disguise.
Yeah, I'm saying he did get defeated, though. He got defeated by Fujitora in that instance. And when you have to literally look at where Luffy was. Luffy had to fight Doflamingo before he even clashed with Fujitora. So he was in a way worse position. Physically, he was drained. I mean, you're talking about him even, waiting for his haki to recover at some points, and he's still fighting Fujitora off. And at the same time, he's telling Fujitora where he's going to punch him. This is outrageous right now. Like, when you're looking at this from that perspective, I don't think Zoro... What could Zoro possibly be hiding that proves that he's going to surpass Luffy? I don't see it. I really
what could and truly he possibly be hiding.
I truly don't see it.
This is my thing.
We look Zoro, at their teachers.
What did he show? What did he show in Dressrosa?
That he can't beat Fujitora.
That's what he showed. That's it.
To me,
I'm saying versus Pika versus everybody. What did he show? What did he display in Dressrosa?
The fight against Pika was nice, but what's Pika to Luffy?
No. I'm just saying. Okay. What did he display? Very little.
Right.
Very little.
Right.
In the arc of Dressrosa, let's be real. Very little.
Right.
Okay? Then, disappear.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
When we move on, okay, when they go and meet up with the Minks, okay, we see Zoro for a little bit. Then after that, Zoro is already on to Wano.
Right.
Okay? They leave ahead of time. Okay? We know the arc of Wano is set up for him. What I'm saying is, very little was shown of Zoro's ability. Okay, even in this gap, we have seen this 2-year gap. Okay, we've seen very little from Zoro. If you pay attention, you've seen very little from Zoro going full out. Okay, now what I'm saying with Luffy, okay, beating Katakuri, Okay, that's the highest level of person he's beaten.
Right.
Thus far.
Yes.
Okay? Katakuri is Big Mom's second in command.
Right.
They're going into Wano now. Mm-hmm. It's a different ball game.
Right.
Okay? With Kaido, with Jack, who we saw.
Right.
Okay?
That was food.
That was food. Jack was food.
Jack
right?
is food.
With Jack, and there's gonna be other people that Kaido got that are even above Jack. Okay? So you mean to tell me that you don't think that Zoro's capabilities are going to be set up to where he's going to have to match up with Jack's with Kaido's number 2?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
but that's what I'm saying.
Even if he does that, I feel like he will never. Right now, he hasn't shown me anything where it's kind of like, oh, I could see him surpassing Luffy or even being on the same level as Luffy. Because, like I said, if we look at their teachers, you have Rayleigh versus Mihawk, right? Mm-hmm. If we go down to the haki, we know that Luffy's haki is way more formidable than Zoro's. He has 3 different forms of Gear 4. Mm-hmm. If we look at observation haki, we can even tell by Luffy's fight of him unlocking the future sight ability with his haki mid-battle against Katakuri. Right. And what did he reference? What did he reference?
Observation haki.
But what did he reference when he unlocked that ability? He referenced his training with Rayleigh. Mm-hmm. That is the key here. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, I don't think that he is surpassing Luffy even in Wano. And I think he will show us great abilities in Wano. I just don't think it will be enough to surpass Luffy, because if you think that Luffy is just gonna walk into Wano and have no shot of improving at all, I think you're sadly mistaken. I think Luffy.
Listen. Let's not sit here and disrespect who we shouldn't be disrespecting. All right, that's one thing. We're not gonna sit here and disrespect the person that we all love. We all love Luffy, right?
Right.
All right. What I believe going into this arc is I believe that there will be a significant development, right, and a significant change in Zoro that we are going to be able to finally see, right, that we've been deprived of for so long with Zoro. So many of us have been hyped to see Zoro take that next step, right, in actual like battle. Like, we know he's nice, the way he holds himself, he improved, but we want to finally see it. And I believe Wano is going to be that place to where we see Zoro go in. And at that point, just the difference between what happened on Whole Cake Island with Luffy, how he was struggling, Luffy's not gonna come in there and touch Kaido. Can we agree on that? Right. Yeah. He's not touching Kaido. Can we agree on that? Yes, definitely. He's not touching Kaido. He's not gonna come. That's not gonna be a Whole Cake Island type thing. That's not gonna be a Dressrosa type thing to take out Doflamingo. Not the same thing. He was tiptoeing around Big Mom, got around, all this stuff. They did what they had to do. They got out, like you said before, right? Right. But it's not going to be a situation where they go in there and Luffy's going to take on Kaido and I'm not saying put that. Kaido to sleep. No. Nobody's saying that, right? I'm just saying that arc is going to be focused a lot on Zoro. His swordsmanship, his improvement, and we are going to see a different side of Zoro that is going to be so formidable. That's what I'm saying. I'm not fully convinced that Luffy, right? Because we call them the Monster Trio: Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. Right, we've always recognized that Sanji was a little less.
Wait, hold on. Jinbei's a straw hat now.
Jinbei is a straw hat now.
Right.
So it's interesting to see where we put him in this equation, right? But the Monster Trio has been those 3 guys, right?
Until Jinbei,
right. All right. So Sanji has always been on like the bottom end. Then you have Zoro. Then you have Luffy. That's how it's always been constructed, right? Right. And we know Luffy is the captain, so ordinarily Luffy should be strongest. I'm saying out of the events that transpired, right? Luffy has been proving himself. He has. But we haven't seen that same effort, that same energy from Zoro, but I believe that the power is there. It's just going to be displayed in Wano. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So in Wano, I am going to be fully convinced whether or not Luffy is positively stronger and Zoro is weaker, or whether or not Zoro up until that point is stronger than Luffy actually. We're going to really know in Wano. This is really just speculation, but we going to really come to find out in Wano, because I feel like the stage is definitely going to be set for Zoro, his coming out party.
So, I mean, we'll see that. I don't think Zoro has any chance of really surpassing Luffy, though I do agree with you that he will show a lot of great abilities in Wano. It is his time to shine. So with that being said, you guys let us know down in the comment section below. Do you think Zoro has surpassed Monkey D. Luffy? And with that, we're signing out.